Thanks, you two, and thanks to all of you who dialed in today. I'm really happy to be here in this highly sanitized office, maintaining our social distancing, but still getting to speak to you during these really challenging times. Now, we know that you're trying to do your best for your clients, your businesses, your families, and your communities, and so are we. We are trying to stay focused on empowering you to meet your goals with us. Online activity is actually growing right now, but consumer behaviors are changing. They're adjusting to the current times. Some categories are growing and some are not. And for marketers like you, it's really important that you're able to understand and capitalize on these shifting trends quickly. Some of the products I'm going to talk about today will help you do just that. I also want to thank you because your feedback continues to shape the product. A lot of what you will see today is thanks to your feedback. And if your categories are not growing or are declining, I still want to show you what is available so you can be ready for when things get back to normal. Now, we've landed a lot of things on the product, but over the next 20 minutes, I'm going to take you through the highlight reel in 3 areas that continue to be really important for you and that remain relevant in these challenging times. But first, I'm going to start with what we're doing to move faster on getting the products that you need across more markets. Now, I've seen a lot of maps with some pretty sobering and scary data over the last couple of months, and I definitely prefer this map. So I picked a few key products that I could show you how we're expanding across North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific, and this is non-trivial. Now, the complexity comes from intelligent products that are built on top of machine learning data models that require continuous training and optimization. Products like in-market audiences, conversion-based bidding, dynamic search ads, and shopping campaigns. But we're going to continue focusing on getting just these types of products launched faster for you across your markets. So let's dig into that first area of making every customer connection count for you by connecting you to the people that matter the most to your business. We're going to be focusing on using our audience network and connecting you to customers on their consumer decision journeys through our rich targeting capabilities. Now, remember I said consumer trends are changing right now, and the capabilities I'm going to talk about here are pretty relevant. Okay, so why use our audience network, you might ask? Now, we rolled this out a couple of years ago, and I really want to help you capitalize its potential. Just look at those numbers. Being able to reach 250 million unique users in a brand-safe environment, that's 92% of the US internet population. How can you pass that up? Look at driving highly personalized engagements and getting results like 83% more clicks from your remarketing audiences. And talk about great returns. 20% profit increase over your traditional search with a 75% decrease in CPCs. But don't just go by what I'm saying. Hear it from customers like you who are using our audience network. Here's what they're saying about being able to find untapped audiences that perform and lead to conversions that directly impact their business. Now, best of all, we are combining the power of our search network with our audience network. And that means when you extend your existing search campaigns to native, you can reach over 500 million people worldwide. You're touching them on multiple points in their customer journey, and you're able to get higher performance from your search campaigns. 37% lift in searches, 47% lift in clicks. Okay, so how can you create some really compelling audience ads? Well, there are 2 ways. There's image ads and there's product ads. Now, image ads just require one 1200 by 1200 asset that will adjust to 9 different aspect ratios. The best part is that this one single asset is compatible across multiple platforms. So you can bring over your existing assets from other native platforms like Facebook Network or Google Display Network. And for Google, just use our Google Import tool and bring those image ads over. If you have a shopping feed with us, then we will automatically create those product audience ads for you using details and images from your feed. And over the next couple of months, we are also going to launch free stock images with Shutterstock, and that will help you craft your own audience ads. Now, here's a quick look at that Google Import capability I was talking about. Simply use your Google Display Network sign-in information to log in and bring over all of those display campaigns and your remarketing lists. And then use our import scheduling capability. Schedule it once, daily, weekly, monthly. Use our import history to review your imports. Basically get the full package of import capabilities for your audience campaigns. Okay, so now how are you going to reach your customers? This menu of targeting capabilities gets richer and richer every year I bring it back to you, and that is thanks to your feedback. The new kids on the block this year are customer match, custom combinations, and time zone targeting. Now, customer match is where you bring your compiled list of customer contact information and marry it with our Microsoft Graph. This is in a pilot in the US, Canada, and Australia. Custom combinations is where you are combining your audiences using and or not conditions, and that gives you more precise targeting. This launched in a pilot just this past week in US, Canada, Australia, and is coming to UK, France, and Germany next month. Time zone targeting is in a global pilot, and that expands our demographic targeting offering. Now, I also want to touch upon some of our old favorites. I mentioned earlier, in-market audiences has expanded to more markets internationally. Product audiences, similar audiences, and LinkedIn profile targeting are all continuing to perform. One of our customers used product audiences recently and saw a 317% increase in return on ad spend. 350,000 more impressions, 2,600 more clicks from using product audiences for just 30 days. But we're not done. As you can see, we've got more capabilities lined up for you, including the fan favorite of income targeting. So now I want to talk to you about reaching your customers on their consumer decision journeys. Now for retail, I'd mentioned that we have expanded shopping campaigns to more markets internationally. We've now got it in Netherlands, Belgium, Switzerland, Spain, Italy, Austria, and Sweden. We've also launched a lot of rich consumer shopping experiences in more markets, like the shopping tab, new layouts, filters on things like price, brand, product attributes. We've also brought some new capabilities for you in more markets, like automated extensions for things like free shipping, elite batch, installment price drop, product ratings, merchant promotions. We've launched local inventory ads in all of the shopping-enabled markets. Now, we're doing all of this so that you can reach more consumers on their retail journey. And if you look at the trends right now, shopping is holding steady. There is more activity online because everybody is trapped at home. So that's really important for you to know, and it's important for you to tap into. Now, you might ask me, what about new experiences? Well, we've got a number of those, but I'm only going to touch upon a few. This expanded carousel experience brings more product ads into your main line. So product ads that used to show up in the sidebar are now part of the mainline experience. When the customer clicks on that expand icon, we're going to show all of the 18 product ads, not just the next 5 products. So you are getting more volume with absolutely no action required from you. Here's an experience bringing you more volume on mobile. The first one is celebrated top mainline position. Now this is where consumers get to browse similar products across different stores. The second one is a quick view. This is an immersive shopping experience. For every card on the main line, the consumer can look at similar products, product views within the same store. The third one is filters, and that brings the goodness of shopping tab to search. Now, speaking of shopping tab, last year I talked about a number of enhancements we were making, including the differentiator of product recommendations, also known as here are the products that go well with what the consumer searched for. We're continuing to make more additions to the shopping tab, like the save and notify capability, which helps shoppers track prices. So the user would basically track prices for specific products. Those tagged products would show up in their collections, and then when the price dropped below a certain threshold, they would get notified, leading to a potential conversion for you. Now, this next experience is important. This is product ads in the image vertical and in visual search, which is a differentiator. Now for the image vertical, the customer would go to the image tab, they would type out a query, and we would return product recommendations along with a set of image results. For visual search, the customer is searching within images for specific items, and we're giving them a very immersive shopping experience. We are returning product recommendations along with similar images under this Shop for Similar tab. We are leading with this capability, and you're not going to get this anywhere else. I want to talk to you about the Microsoft Shopping Campaigns with Partners program. Now, this is where manufacturers and retailers partner together to boost visibility and drive more traffic for those top products in their shopping campaigns. Yes, this is now available in more markets, and yes, we are leading the way for other platforms with this program. But what I'm most excited about is how your feedback is shaping this program. Now, ordinarily, I don't like to have dense tables on my slides, but I really wanted to show you that your feedback, those of you that are in the pilot, is leading to improvements in the program across so many fronts. Initial setup, manufacturer feed upload, campaign setup, bidding, reporting. So if you are in the pilot, thank you for your feedback. And if you're not, this is a great time to join us. So please contact your account teams if you're interested. Here's a quick peek at showcase ads, which are coming later this year. It's a great way to help your consumers find a variety of related products for some of those more general upper funnel search queries. Now, in addition to everything I showed you, we're also really focusing on those fundamentals. We have made significant improvements in processing times for your feeds. And as a reminder, please use the price and availability update feed. Your changes will go live within the hour. We've also revamped the product groups grid, making it far easier to work with product groups. You can now use our list view to view, sort, search, filter. You can apply bulk bid adjustments across a whole campaign or an account. We've introduced a lot of new metrics in that grid, and we've made the loading times much faster. Now, I want to move on from retail and touch upon a couple of other consumer decision journeys that we brought to you last year, because these are now live and they are differentiators. The first one is tours and activities in travel. Now, travel has been hit hard and it's going through a really rough time. But I still wanted to show you what was available for when things got back to normal. Because when those travelers get back to traveling, 40% of their budgets are going to go towards tours and activities at the destination. My husband and I were on our honeymoon this past December, which already seems like a lifetime ago, but I can personally vouch for that number. Now, your onboarding for this is super lightweight. You just have to set up a standard text ad campaign and a single placeholder ad group, keyword, and ad. Then you provision your feed, and we have a custom schema, but we also support mapping for Facebook, Criteo, or Google Display schemas. You do our feed scheduling, so you keep your feed fresh and up to date, and then we do the rest. We build the ad for you, and we do all of the matching without any keywords. This next one is a similar experience for customers that are on their autos consumer decision journey. And with similar lightweight onboarding, you can showcase real-time inventory for new, used, and certified pre-owned cars for those consumers that are in that comparison and transaction stage. All right, so now you've reached your consumers on their decision journey, and we want to help you deepen your engagement with them with some rich ad formats. I'm going to focus on 3 differentiators. The first one is dynamic data site link extensions. We brought this to you last year, and this is now seeing a lot of improved performance. 50% higher click-through rate than site link extensions for a similar page position. Now, we support 5 feed verticals right now. There's tours and activities, there's auto listing inventory, there's autos aggregated inventory, hotels and vacation rentals, and events and tickets. Multi-image extensions is also gaining more prominence and more conversions. We have a couple of new capabilities coming up, like coexistence with a single image extension, the ability to support up to 15 images per ad, and also custom alt text per image, so you can support accessibility. Let's talk about disclaimer in ads. Now, this is a really great way for you to highlight specific information about your business or your product. It's going to show up as part of the base ad, and we support 2 different layouts. At the top here, you can see a line layout, and below that, I have a pop-up layout. One of our customers that recently tried this saw some amazing results. 45% improvement in click-through rate and 75% improvement in conversion rate. Those are some pretty big numbers. So let's dig into that last area of how we're helping you make the most of the marketing budget you are trusting us with using powerful tools. Now, these are automated and intelligent products that really empower your efficiency and effectiveness. And again, for these current challenging times, these products are very relevant. Now, last year, I talked to you quite a bit about dynamic search ads and ad customizers. Today, I want to start by really honing in on responsive search ads and specifically about the types of returns you see from this. You can tap into new auctions, get greater conversions at a lower cost. Now, just think about what's going on with the current trends. The marketplace is shifting. The auctions are super dynamic. So using responsive search ads could really help you tap into those shifting trends. Now, on the left-hand side, you have my graph, which shows how customers like you across multiple verticals are seeing those conversion rate lifts and the cost per acquisition drops. And on the right, I have a couple of specific examples. So the first customer used Google Import to add RSA to their highest volume ad groups with at least 3 extra, saw some pretty great results, did some incremental investment, and are now seeing 43% improvement in conversions, 124% improvement in clicks, a 24% drop in cost per acquisition. The second customer added RSA to their brand terms post the holiday peak period and saw some pretty amazing results that led to launching RSA across all their accounts, a 45% improvement in conversion rate at a 55% drop in cost per acquisition. Now, we've also got a couple of intelligent products for our small businesses. Small businesses are really hurting right now. So these AI-powered solutions are really intended to help simplify their lives, simplify campaign creation and management. Now, with Smart Campaigns, we're doing all of the heavy lifting. We are automatically generating ads, keywords, ad extensions, and doing the automated bidding to maximize the ROI for whatever budget the small business can still bring into our platform. We're also investing in smart shopping campaigns, which will really simplify shopping campaign management for those small businesses and for you. Digital Marketing Center is another new AI-powered solution that's again geared towards small businesses. Now, this will help with free social media management and also with managing paid search and social advertising. The small business would bring in a single budget, and we would optimize that across multiple platforms like Microsoft, Facebook, Google, Instagram, Twitter. With Digital Marketing Center, again, we're doing all of the heavy lifting. We are generating the ad, the keyword, the ad extensions, and also doing the automated bidding. Now, speaking of automated bidding, here's another family of intelligent products that gets richer every year thanks to your feedback. Our new callouts this year are Target CPA and Max Conversions have launched in more international markets. And we've got a couple of new global pilots. We've got Include in Conversion Setting and Learning Period Status surfaced in the UI. Again, these are based on your direct feedback. And we heard from you loud and clear last year that target ROAS was really important, so we've got a pilot for that in a number of markets. As you can see, we also have a lot of new capabilities lined up for later this year. Now, I know a number of you are actually using third-party tools to do bidding with us, and I need to call out that these tools don't have access to some critical signals that are unique to us. For instance, previous searches. So here are a couple of customers that are using automated bidding on our platform and are seeing some pretty great results. The first customer used enhanced CPC with remarketing and saw huge gains in terms of conversions, increased sales, while their costs dropped. The second customer used Target CPA and again saw some pretty amazing results and especially called out how they love that control of being able to set a max CPC for their campaigns. Again, these are challenging times. Online activity is increasing, but the marketplace is shifting and the auctions are super dynamic. Being able to use our automated bidding agents will help you capitalize on those trends very quickly. Another family of intelligent products are our recommendations, and I'm going to call out a few things here that again would be super relevant for these challenging times. So we've got personalized recommendations for budgets, bids, and keywords that we surface contextually to your natural workflows. So for instance, we could make personalized bid recommendations when you're looking in that bid landscape tool, again, capitalizing on those dynamic auctions. The Audience Network Planner really helps you figure out what audiences work great for you. And again, right now, as consumer behavior is shifting, being able to identify audiences that you hadn't looked at before, but that are now super relevant for you, you can use the planner to do that. And once you identify your audiences, you can use our audience targeting and bid recommendations to get the best returns out of those. We've also got recommendations for some of those powerful products I was talking about, like RSA and automated bidding. And we've got a couple of new recommendations in pilot that will again be helpful for right now. The reallocate budget recommendation really helps you get the most out of the budget you're already trusting us with. And repair recommendations with near real-time insights help you quickly understand any issues you're facing and guide you through an easy action. We also have a lot of capabilities coming up later this year, including the very interesting optimization score. Now, recommendations are also coming to you in the editor, so you are going to start seeing some of these AI-powered insights that are really geared towards helping you be more effective in managing your campaigns through the editor. I want to call out a few more things with our tools. You can now unleash the power of import, not just for Google, but also for Facebook and Amazon. We have a pilot with Kenshu that lets you import your Facebook campaigns for use on our Microsoft Audience Network, and you can use our Amazon import pilot to bring in your Amazon sponsored ads and keep them in sync with Microsoft product ads. And we heard you loud and clear on Google Import, so this year we will offer it as a service that lets you manage your imports through our API. Now, security is always important, and we've launched a couple of capabilities to help you secure your access to your Microsoft Ads accounts. Azure Active Directory will help you enforce corporate IDs and specific security policies for access to your accounts, and we are rolling out multi-factor authentication, where you will use a second way to verify your identity, like a phone number or another email address on top of your password, and this adds that extra layer of security. And finally, let's look at what we're doing for all you multi-account managers out there. Well, we launched MCC hierarchies with a differentiator of one manager account being able to link to more than one manager account. We've got MCC shared libraries for UET tags and remarketing rolling out and expected to be live by next month. We've got MCC Google Imports, which will help you manage your Google Imports across multiple accounts, and MCC Overview that gives you a quick snapshot of performance across all of your accounts and helps guide you to take a specific action. We've got more things lined up for later this year. The next MCC shared library for website exclusions, because that's what you really wanted next, and MCC recommendations with a differentiated experience of using a grid to help you really stay on top of tons of recommendations across hundreds of accounts. And finally, you'll be able to preserve your account history when accounts move between different multi-account managers. So that was the highlight reel. Now, I want to end by thanking you for the feedback that continues to shape our product, and thank you for dialing in to listen to me today. I really miss seeing you in person, but I'm glad that you're staying safe. So till next time.